The hollow tree. One of the worst memories of my life. Still won't forget what happened that fateful night, all those years ago. As kids, me and my friends always liked to play in my backyard. Behind our house was a huge forest of tall trees, some of them quite old, some of them brand new. But there was one tree that always stood out. We like to call it the hollow tree. We always saw it off in the distance, but we never dared to go near it. We gave it its name on account of the giant hole that reached down the middle of it. Possibly large. And it always seemed to be stained crimson just around the edges. Like some kind of blood roots ran through it. I'm getting ahead of myself. There was a time when me and my friends were playing outside like we always do. And then suddenly, we heard a faint cicada noise buzzing in our ears. It became louder and louder. We all screamed as the deafening sound buzzed in our ears. And then it abruptly stopped. Everything was back to normal. Sounds of crickets and animals in the area. We just knew it had something to do with that tree. So, of course, you were silly enough to think that it was a good idea to go check it out. We ventured towards the tree. Got closer and closer. But as we were a few feet away from the hole, it just felt wrong. Like we shouldn't have been there. And looking back at it, we probably shouldn't have. I couldn't stop staring at it. All that red around the edges. A deep, dark hole reached through the center of the tree like a heart of darkness. I wanted to step closer, but my gut instinct told me not to. And then, a couple of weeks later, Billy comes up with the smart idea that we should go look at it at night. Of course, at the time, I was stupid enough to agree to it. We ventured out into the woods once more. In the dark of night, guarded by shadow. The tree looked much scarier in the dark. Its wicked branches reaching out like long arms, ready to grab us. But that's not what happened. Happened was much worse. Billy was the bravest of us all. Of course, he took the lead. He stepped towards the roots. One of them moved. He stepped over another, and it grabbed his ankle, dragging him to the ground, pulling him towards the hole in the tree. I wasn't sure what to do. Billy screamed as the thing grabbed him and pulled him in. He got to the hole in the tree. He was stuck, as if it was forcing him down. Guess now I understand. There was was that thick red color around the edges of the hole. It was blood, and Billy's was the next to be harvested. Thing kept pulling, pulling. I could hear Billy's bones snapping as he screamed in terror and agony. In a few minutes, stuffed inside, like fluff in a pillow, all meat and bones. It was gone. All that was left of him was his glasses. I'll never forget that night. It still haunts me to this day. I told you this to warn you. If you ever go out into the woods, you see a giant old tree with a hole gaping down the middle, with evil looking roots and branches. Don't step near it. Walk away from it. Whatever you do, don't trip over the roots. It may grab you next.